Coach Ricardo Miller. I need help. I've had so many people who would have reached out to me and says, brother, I need help. I need help. Coach, I need help. How can you help me? Can you help me? And I said, did you know? And they said, yeah, I know. Well, the challenge is, if you know, why aren't your life changing in proportion to what you know? It is because most people believe knowledge is power, but knowledge is not power. The internet is loaded with knowledge. The internet is loaded with information that will allow you to become extremely informed in pretty much every subject on the planet. We are living in the information age. I'm talking about the amount of information that is being distributed on a daily basis. 100 years ago, they did not have that level of information distributed within 100 years. What we experience within a day, they didn't experience within 100 years. We are on information overload. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm on a mission to help as many people to live what I call effective living. I found that there are a lot of people who are living wrong. It is possible to live for a long time and not live correct. I wrote a book, Effective Living, and it's what I call your guide to creating a life you don't need a vacation from. And I found that there are people who want to take control of their lives. And unfortunately, they've been on their journey to acquiring the information, but the struggle is that they've only stopped at getting the information. There is a group of people who don't know. They just don't know. The Bible says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Those people will be destroyed because they don't know. But then there is another group of people who have become extremely knowledgeable. These people, these are the individual who oftentimes would say, I know. Coach, I know. They go to church and they had a preacher preach and they say, he didn't say anything I hadn't heard before. I know. They go to school, they attend a seminar, they probably read my book. And they says, you know what, he didn't say anything. I don't know. See, knowledge is not power. Execution of knowledge is power. It's all in execution. You got to get to the point where you make a commitment to live what you have learned. When you learn something and you establish that it is true, then you need to now move yourself towards living what you've discovered. It is easier to just acquire truth than to live the truth you've acquired. It is easier to say, I know that, than to do that. Come on, somebody. You know somebody who needs to be tagged in this message right now, because we're about to hit the half point of this year, halfway into this year. And there are a lot of people who know what to do, but they're not doing what they need to do to get to where they're supposing to be, or where they're trying to go. And you got to get to the point where you realize the fight of your life is to become aware and then apply the information for the manifestation. The goal is to be a positive reflection of all that you have discovered. Oh my goodness. Let me say it again. When you discover the truth of money, your life should reflect the truth you've discovered. When you discover the truth about health, your life should reflect the truth you've discovered. When you discover the truth about progression, your life should reflect the truth you've discovered. Get to the point where you become so disciplined that you are a reflection of the truth you've discovered. Most people think it is knowing that's game changing. And that's why our universities, our colleges, and our various institutions are loaded with people who are content gatherers. They want more information so that they can say, you know, I just got me my associate. Well, you know, I just got certified. Well, you know, I just finished reading that book too. I was in a seminar a few years ago, and the guy said, hey, man, you sound like Dr. Miles Monroe. I said, wow, thank you very much. He says, you know, I read all of his books. He said, I read all of his books. And before, I said, well, thank you. I'm so glad to hear that you read all of the late Dr. Miles Monroe's book. He said, I read all of his books. I read all of Maxwell's books. And then he said, hey, brother, Keep up the great work you do. I was wondering if you could lend your boy a slow 20. What is a slow 20? I didn't understand what is a slow. Brady Robinson, what is a slow 20? Susie, what is a slow 20? The fella said, could you lend me a slow? He said, I'm having a difficult time. I'm having a difficult time, and I was wondering if you can lend me a slow 20. Well, he complimented me about my presentation, and he said he thoroughly enjoyed it. And he asked me, did I read Miles Monroe's book? Because he read all the books. And I believe them because there are a lot of people, they have read everybody's books. They've attended everybody's classes. They've gone and participated in every training opportunities, but their life is not a reflection of what the information they have gotten. The goal is to discipline yourself to a degree. Brady, oh my goodness, Brady, you know you're the money magnet. You know, you're the lady who figured out, okay, if you would budget right, you can get your money right. If you can take the time to look at the numbers, you can get to the point where you are in control of the numbers. Brady, that's you, right? Well, here's the deal. How many people you know that you've been assisting, Brady, that simply says, you know, I know what? I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But but if the truth makes itself to your door, invite the truth in. The Bible says that the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. So, ladies and gentlemen, tag somebody who you know is struggling, because it's not that they don't know. I am talking today to those who do know, those who read the book and those who attended the class, but they're still not manifesting what they've become aware of. It is not the goal of a class or a book or an institution just to make you informed. The goal is to help you transform your life for the better. My goal every time is to provide a principle, provide a higher level of understanding, so persons can say, I listened to Coach, and after I heard him say days are expensive, I started to monitor how I spend my seconds, my minutes, my hours. I wanted to get to the point where when someone says, you know what, I was listening to Effective Living, and Coach Ricardo had on a lady named Brady Robinson, and she provided 3 principles, and it changed everything about me financially. I want to be able to be that guy who says he was preaching. He mentioned 2 things that I had never heard before. I walked out of that service and my life was never the same again, because it wasn't it wasn't the fact that he said something that I hadn't heard before. It was that this time the light bulb turned on and I decided that I didn't want to just know. I wanted to apply. So I want to move from I know that to that's what I'm doing. And somebody said, well, I've been doing it for a while, Coach, and my life hasn't changed. Maybe you're not doing it correct. It is possible for you to try to do a thing and not do it right. And so you could be putting forth effort, but putting forth effort wrong. That's the reason why you need a coach. That's the reason why you need a financial planner. That's the reason why you need a pastor. That's the reason why you need a doctor, a lawyer, a mechanic. You could have a desire to, but be unskilled in delivering the results that you're wanting. Help is available. Listen, guys, if you have not gotten my book, go get the book. Okay? Go get the book, read the book again, and then tell yourself the goal isn't to say, oh, Ricardo shared some good stuff. The goal isn't to say, I know all that he is saying. Oh, the goal is to be able to look and see, am I a reflection of what I'm now understanding? When you discover the truth, your life needs to reflect what you've discovered. Aim towards working into your daily agenda every truth you've discovered, and your life will be the better for it. Share this with somebody. It will bless them and change their lives forever. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.